Have you ever struggled so bad that you cried yourself to sleep at night? I mean, everything was going wrong. You started at the top. I'm talking comfortable. Money to take care of whatever you needed to be done, right? You wanted to go out and buy you a new anything, you could do it. I was in that position. And then one day I woke up with nothing. Now, I wasn't a millionaire, but I've had hundreds of thousands of dollars more than once. No complaints. Thought I was home free, right? Because why not? What else do I need? Then moved in a position to where, okay, the people around me, as long as they do their part, we good. But guess what? Money don't last forever. Money don't last forever, especially when it's all going out and ain't nothing else coming in. And that point, you realize this dollar don't mean nothing. Get your ass off your high horse, because you got to put in that work too. I was put in a position to where them hundreds of thousands of dollars, to where I thought that, okay, I'm good, I'm straight. I realized how fast that actually goes. I had never been the one to depend on anybody else to do nothing. Like, I'm a Virgo, right? So if you know Virgos, we are very independent. We not gonna wait on you to do nothing. But in this instance, I got comfortable. I felt like, okay, the people around me are gonna do what they need to do what they supposed to do, and I'm gonna be good. I don't have to keep hustling. I don't have to keep grinding. Because as long as the people around me do what they supposed to do, we good. I got this. But guess what? People don't always do what they supposed to do. And when they don't do what they supposed to do, and you not doing what you supposed to do because you depending on them to do what they supposed to do, guess what? That comfort disappears real quick. And you look up and you have nothing. You wondering, how in the world did I get to this point? You turning your phone off or on silent because you dodging the bill collectors. All your credit cards are past due, over the limit. Are you getting disconnection notices on all your utilities? Refrigerator, freezer, cabinets, all empty. Gas tank on E. Phone about to get cut off. And you sitting wondering, what the hell just happened? Literally overnight, you went from being on top of the world to being straight, to being comfortable, to having nothing. And all you have are the tears. The tears that you cried all night. Because you don't know what to do. You don't know how you are going to feed your children. You don't know how you are going to keep these lights on. because you got 2 days to pay this bill before they turn it off. And they don't care nothing about your excuses. You put in all the extensions that you can put in. And what I realized is there is no place in this life where being comfortable is acceptable. Where being comfortable is going to get you or keep you where you want to be. This life is about hustle. This life is about grinding. This life is about picking up on the knowledge you need to make wise decisions every day. There is no time to get comfortable. There is no time to depend on anybody to take care of the business that you are supposed to take care of. Because guess what? That moment that you stop working, the moment you stop working, everything stops. Everything. And you cannot afford to live that life. You cannot afford to wait on somebody else to do their part. You cannot afford to get comfortable. You cannot afford to be lazy in your hustle. And when I say hustle, I'm talking about your elevation. I'm talking about your grind. I'm talking about your learning. I'm talking about picking up on the wisdom and the knowledge that you need to continue to do whatever it is that you were doing to get you to the point to where you were on the highest level. You can't stop. There is no stopping. And you cannot blame anyone else for your struggle. And not only did I get to a point to where I had nothing, because understand, people make thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and even millions of dollars seem like a lot. Like that's a lot of people's goal. Oh, $1 million, I'll be good. No. You have to get in your mind that $1 million is no different than $100 because it'll go just as fast. I promise you. If you sit on whatever financial situation you're in and you sit there and you think that you're good, that you don't have to do nothing else, you're going to fall, and you're going to fall hard. Because one thing about life lessons, if you ain't never been kicked in the ass, that'll be your first time. I promise you. And you're going to look up and you're going to wonder, what the hell just happened? Because it will happen just that fast. You cannot sit on your high horse. And I've never been boisterous or, I never walked around with my chest out thinking I was better than anybody. No. Never been that person. But guess what? You get too comfortable or you get too proud, life will show you. Life will show you who really the boss. You will humble yourself real fast. When you go from being able to buy whatever you want to buy to sitting in line at the food bank or calling 211 because you need the number to the social services so you can find out who can help you keep your electricity on and your water on, you humble yourself real fast. Because life will put you in that position if you get too comfortable. If you feel like you don't have to keep working to stay where you were. It's one thing to get to the top, but you got to stay there. You got to work to stay there. It's not automatic. Nothing in this life is automatic. And success is not getting rich, right? Success is really just a matter of achieving whatever it is that you sought out to achieve. If you wanted to write this book and you wrote it, you're successful. If you wanted to get this job that you dreamed of and you got it, you're successful. We need to understand the words, the meaning of the words that we say. Because a lot of people believe that being successful is about money. It's not. It's about achieving the goal that you set out to achieve. That's it. But being wealthy is different. Achieving is different. And being, again, it's not even about the money. Being wealthy could be wealthy in knowledge, be wealthy in understanding. All of that is important to get to where you want to be. And not just get there, but stay there. You have to have the understanding that just because you made it, you're not done. There is no such thing as being comfortable. You cannot live this life in comfort. Because just as fast as you got to the top, just as fast as you achieved that goal, that next step is right there waiting on you. That next point is right there waiting on you. I went from being comfortable with my hundreds of thousands of dollars, thinking I was good, feeling like, okay, as long as they do what they need to do, I'm straight. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Rude awakening. Rude awakening. First of all, you don't depend on nobody to take care of you. You don't depend on nobody to make sure you good. You don't depend on nobody to make you happy. You don't depend on nobody to pay your bills. You don't depend on nobody to help you reach your goals. You are responsible for you. You are in charge of you. And that's where I slipped up. I got comfortable in depending on other people to do their part. And I forgot that I still had to do mine. I forgot that this wheel don't keep going if I'm sitting still, depending on and waiting on other people. It don't go that way. I forgot that my success, my happiness, my strength, my stability is not about what other people do. It's about what I'm doing. It's about how hard I'm working. Not just to get to the top, but to stay there. Rude awakening. And I had to humble myself. Don't get comfortable. Because in this life, you can't afford it. And don't depend on other people to get you where you want to be, to make you happy, to make your life stable and comfortable. You have to take care of you. You are responsible for you. And if other people around you help out, that's a bonus. But don't get too comfortable and too complacent and too dependent on other people, because you will get humbled real fast. This life ain't a game. And don't think that just because you okay today, that tomorrow will be the same. Because shit changes overnight. Especially when you are not doing what you're supposed to do. You can't afford to get comfortable. You can't afford to stop the wheel from moving. You can't afford it. Depend on you and look at everything and everybody else as a bonus. The higher we get up, the harder we fall. You got to keep working to stay at the top. And don't let anybody or anything tell you any different.